Netanyahu was a featured speaker at this year's AIPAC conference, talking about the advances of the Jewish state and the dangers of Iran and other threats. Amber Strong has this look at the Prime Minister's message to Washington.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is pretty happy with President Trump and wasted no time telling the pro-Israel crowd at the AIPAC policy conference.
It's especially great to be in America's capital now that he has recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital.
Fresh off of Monday's Oval Office meeting, Netanyahu made it very clear that his relationship with this White House was stronger than ever.
We appreciate the efforts of President Trump's superb team. Thank you all for your hard work for peace.
When it comes to the state of Israel, Netanyahu got right to it, breaking down what he calls the good, bad, and beautiful facing the country. The good? Israeli technology and defense, like their famous Iron Dome, which he says is due in part to U.S. support.
Thank you, Congress, Republicans and Democrats alike.
He also called out those who don't back Israel, specifically supporters of the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement known as BDS.
Pretty soon, the countries that don't have relations with us, they're going to be isolated.
But what about the bad? Netanyahu pointed straight to one place.
We must stop Iran. We will stop Iran.
He condemned President Obama's 2015 Iran nuclear agreement and said Iran, along with surrounding nations, are looking for ways to attack.
Last week we read in the book of Esther about an earlier Persian attempt to exterminate our people. They failed then, they'll fail now.
Netanyahu's list didn't include his mounting legal troubles. On Monday, a former top aide agreed to turn state's evidence against the prime minister in a potential bribery charge. Instead, Netanyahu focused on what he calls the beautiful U.S.-Israel relations, especially when it comes to pro-Israel legislation.
Israel hopes that the passage of the Taylor Force Act will make clear to President Abbas that America has zero tolerance for terror.
That call for congressional support was clear at AIPAC, with congressmen from both sides of the aisle vowing to back the Jewish state.
The security of the United States is strong when our bond with Israel is strong.
But while there may be bipartisan support on Capitol Hill, Senator Marco Rubio says it's a different story in the classroom.
I'm deeply concerned about what's happening in many American college campuses and the sort of embedded anti-Semitism that we see.
Now, over the last couple of days, about 3,600 students have made their way through AIPAC. And that's exactly what organizers say they want to see, a future built on a solid foundation of U.S.-Israel relations. Amber Strong, CBN News, Washington.